waiting for. The Total Chaos Playoffs rematch is finally here. I've got up on top Nick Earle from Earle Sports Bets, taking on right below him Sean Higgs from Winning Free Picks, and next to him we've got Tim Earle, also from Earle Sports Bets. You guys got together last week. We did this whole thing, and each of you went 4 wins, 4 losses. So it was a tie. We're rematching. Higgs, what do you make of this? That's insanity. You couldn't have planned it that way.
Yeah, like I said, we talked about it on the other show. I said, how the heck did we go 4 and 4 and 4? Because we were different on different games.
Yeah.
Like I got to go back. Like I was different on one game, and I ended up losing that. Tim was different on one game. He ended up losing that. Nick was different on 3 games. He went 1 and 2. So anytime we separated, all hell was breaking loose, and it was a lose. So when anybody goes out on a limb, fade it, folks, because that is not the winning pick here. 2 out of 3, really. I mean, if 2 of us are on the same side, that is a winner. So I don't know what to make. I had to go through it twice. I'm like, how did this even happen? I didn't even. I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, how? What were the odds on that?
Well, and that's why I always tell them that the consensus plays on this show tend to be the most valuable. I'm not a fibber. I mean, that's just it. Great minds think alike. You guys are all great cappers. So it makes sense, that when you all agree, that ticket would cash.
It's crazy. I saw because I read them all down. I'm like, how the heck did that even
Insane.
happen?
Insanity. Nick, how's it going up there?
It's going okay. I'm hoping for some better results here in baseball right now, but if those can turn around, it'd be a great night.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I fell out of the last Woody standing today. It's okay. Sometimes we just have a bad day and turn it around. How are you doing, Tim? How are your picks looking?
I think the Sixers are up like 11 now, so that's kind of nice. They're up 9 at the end of the third. Knicks need to catch up a little bit. They're down 7 in the third. Player props are looking decent. Baseball, I had the Mets today, which was nice. I have the Rays, which are losing, and then I have Seattle later. So hopefully it's a better day than yesterday and can cash some bets.
All right. Yeah, agreed. Let's try to cash some bets. That's what we're going to do. All right. So Total Chaos, here's how it works. We're going to go through, I believe it's 2 NBA games tomorrow, 2 NHL, 2 MLB, and we're throwing in a WNBA. That's how we're going to do it. That's how we're going to do it. And these guys are going to give me their play. Do they like it to go over? Do they like it to go under? Whoever gets the most correct comes back next week as the Total Chaos champion. Just trying to share us out here. And you in the chat, if you have any opinions on these games, feel free to drop them into the comment box. All right, Sean Higgs, we're going to start out with you. WNBA. The Las Vegas Aces are taking on the Liberty. The number is 169.5. What do you think?
I went to find because I know nothing about WNBA. I had to look for their website. I thought it was like a GeoCities website. It was done by like Wix.com or some derelict website.
You're so mean.
It was running on MS-DOS. And, like I said, WNBA. This is ridiculous. Like, come on. You haven't made a penny in 20 years. End it. Just please. End this league.
No.
I'm going over the total here with the Aces, 169. So what I did find out about this in their hieroglyphic pictures of the league. So they seem to score pretty good. And the only team that actually held them in check was like the Connecticut Sun, right? That's
yep.
Why the Connecticut Sun? Why are they the Sun?
I don't understand the Indiana fever. Like, what fever is happening in Indiana that I need to know about? I didn't know.
Yeah. Like the Aces apparently were out of Utah, right? And then they went to Salt Lake or San Antonio,
Vegas.
and they're in Vegas.
Yeah.
No, but they started in Utah.
Yeah, they were San Antonio, yeah.
San Antonio, yeah. The San Antonio Silver Stars and then just the Stars and whatever. I'm going over here. Liberty apparently looks like these guys could score, and they're an offensive team. I saw some three-point shooting, which couldn't be that hard. Like the three-pointer for the women are 10 feet away from the rim? So
that's accurate. Yes, that's what it is. Yeah, and it's easy to dunk in the WNBA because they use those plastic, like the those kind of nets where you fill the bottom with sand, so it doesn't move.
I think what I should throw like a little disclaimer here that we and Ali had talked to. I was like teasing her about the WNBA because I didn't know WNBA. I don't No, listen, I don't follow soccer. I don't follow other sports too. So but we're just kidding about the WNBA. So people are gonna come in here and be like, "Oh, it's gonna be like
He hates women.
in the chat. He hates- How could you be on a show with him, Allie?" It's all in good fun here, making the jokes on the.
Yeah, don't make me bad. All right, Tim, what do you think about this one?
I will say, if anybody is interested, me and Nick are number one for WNBA on picks and parlays. We're the only ones who do it. So
They're 1-0. They got lucky on one game.
we're 9-3.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, I agree with the over on this one. The Aces have been playing very well this year. They've been scoring. I think they've scored 100 points like 4 times out of the last 5 games or 6 games or something. They've been going over like crazy. I think that Liberty really can't keep them back that much. I think this is going to be a higher scoring game. So yeah, I'm going to take the over.
Okay, Nick, how about you?
I'm going to take the road less travel on. I'm going to go under the total here. My number is 168.1, so it's not that much under. Both these teams have gone under this total in 3 of their last 5 games. New York's total, their average the last 5 games is 169. So they got this this game price pretty spot on. I like the under in this one. Go slightly under for this one.
Just a scotch of the under for Nick on this one. Tim, you're going to start off. The Nuggets are at the Blazers, 227.5. Oh my God. If there was a third overtime, my heart might have exploded in this last game. So 227.5. What you got?
You and me both. We were watching this game and I felt like, well, okay, Nuggets are winning by 3 at one point with like 10 seconds left. I'm like, well, Lillard's going to hit another 3 and we're going to a triple overtime. And it's just like, it didn't happen, luckily, because they decided to pass. Whatever. You're not going to get 287 points, but you will get an over in this game. It was 287 last game because of double overtime, so I figured I'd throw that one in there. They've been going over this total every game besides game 4. So yeah, this one should be a solid over for me.
Nick, how about you?
Yeah, I don't know why they continue to price these games between the Nuggets and the Blazers in the 220s at all. Because yeah, game 4 is the only one that stayed under 220. So or under 230 to be exact. But looking at this game, I have my number is 233.8 for this one. I really like the over in this one. And even last game before it went to double overtime, it was a 242 heading out in regulation. So this is 2 high-scoring teams. And one funny thing I thought that was last night, we were watching in the overtime, and I was joking around because I forgot who got fouled, but it was the 2 shots at the end of the first overtime. I was going to joke around. Yeah, I was joking around with Tim. I'm like, he's going to make one of these shots, and then they're going to go down the court, and Lillard's going to drain a 3. We're heading to double overtime. And that's exactly what happened, and Tim wanted to kick me out of the room. That being said, I'm going over the total in this one.
All right. Higgs, what do you say?
I'm on the over here. Yeah, all right, a little high-scoring game here, I guess, last time out. It wasn't like the 180 they put up in one game. Denver did way back in the day. But I've said this whole series long, I've been on Denver over and Denver, so I'm gonna stick with it. Listen, it's the playoffs. Teams have to win. And as my good buddy Scoop would always say, you can't win if you can't score. And let's go. Lillard, he's going to do his thing. The Nuggets can score. Portland doesn't play defense. I'm on. There's none of that 227. I can't, and it's been like 227, 228 the entire series. Hasn't really moved off of it. So that's I don't get it. So over it up.
Over it up. Okay, so we can sense we all like the Nuggets to go over. Suns are at the Lakers. Nick, you start. Is it your turn? I feel like it is. You start this one off. 207.5 is your number, friend.
Yeah, this total is really low, but it's low for a reason. These 2 teams during this series, 189, 211, 204, 192, and 200. They've gone under this total 4 out of the 5 games, and they haven't reached 200 in 2 of the games, and they hit 200 exact last game. So this is 2 teams that we're not going to see triple digits from them. I'm going under in this one. My number is 199.2 for this game, under the total here.
Whoa. All right, Higgs, what do you think?
Yeah, no, definitely stole my thunder because I was going to mention like the total points in their games, and I was like, I And I had the over in one game. Like, your Suns got to come out here and win in LA. They put up some points here. Still went under the total. So we're on the under here. Lakers can't score. They're definitely not a offensive. They're offensive, exactly in the terms that they're terrible to watch. So give me the under here. 207. Yeah,
that's offensive, not offensive.
It's still spelled the same way. So
yeah.
True. Wow, what's up with that? Good call. Okay, Tim, how do you feel? Are we taking it under?
Yeah. Can we also mention that the Lakers did score 10 points in the second quarter last game?
Yep.
10.
Yeah.
10.
And that clown, and LeBron walks off the court with like 8 minutes to go. What a joke.
Yeah. Yeah. And the biggest I'm going under, but the biggest question for this one will be AD. Obviously, if AD is out, this is 100% under. Lakers need that for the points. If AD is out, I'm taking the Suns all day, and they're just going to end the series. And that's it. But I'm going to go under in this one, with or without AD. I don't think these teams get over that total.
Okay, so we agree again. We're going to move in to the baseball. Higgs, start us off with the Cubs of the Giants. Our number is 8.
I'm going under the total here. I'm going on. Zach has been pitching pretty good here for the Cubs last month. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to ride the Cubs. They're hot at San Fran. I don't know. At home, they've been an under ball club most of the year. Scafellini's started out really hot, and he's kind of regressed, which you thought he was. And who thought this guy was going to be as good as he was? The team in general. But the park plays big. The Cubbies pitcher he's been good his last 4 or 5 starts. I mean, great numbers. He's 1.72 ERA. I mean, what? Sign me up. I'll take the under here 8.
Under 8, Tim. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I'm going under as well. You can't really take the Cubs over when they've only gone over 2 out of their last 8 games. On the other side, you got a Giants team that has been hitting a little bit better lately, but both these pitchers have been pitching good. And I'm just going to go under the total on this one.
Nick, how do you feel?
Yeah, let's consensus this one right here. I like the under as well. The Giants at home, they generally play towards the under. And all of a sudden, this Reds team is playing unders. They've gone under in 7 of their last 10 games, 2-7-1 over-under record. They've gone 0-3-1 in their last 4 games. And these 2 pitchers have been pitching well. And not to mention, the Chicago Cubs bullpen has become one of the best in baseball. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but this Cubs bullpen has been ridiculous during this winning streak that they've won 9 out of the last 10 games. And they're a huge reason why. Probably I like the Cubbies for this game tomorrow and the under.
And the under. Okay, another one we agree on. Let's see if we can keep it rolling. Mets are at the Padres. Tim, the number 7. It's your team. LG.
I'm going under, even though the Mets had like this big offensive explosion today. Well, the game in general, where the game went over in the first inning. I got to take the under. Yu Darvish has been pitching really well this year, and Tajon Walker has been one of the biggest surprises for the Mets as well this year. Both of them pitching with ERAs under 2.5. I got to go under on this one, especially with the San Diego Padres a little bit soft right now, or a little bit
bless you.
Not really soft, but like they haven't really been hitting that well lately. They've been hitting a lot of unders, so I'm going to go under in this game, and I'll probably lean towards that Mets side.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me, I know.
They usually come in threes. Get the other one out.
All right, Nick, what do you got on this one?
I'm going to this is probably going to be the contrarian opinion here. I like the over in this game. The Mets have all suddenly learned how to hit. In their last 5 games, they've put up 35 runs. All of a sudden, this Mets team remembered what hitting is like. They get back Pete Alonso. They're getting back Kevin Pillar. They're getting reinforcements back. They got Seth Lugo back in the bullpen. This is a Mets team, and all of a sudden, Francisco Lindor is remembering what hitting is, which he didn't know what that was the first 2 months of the season.
Yeah,
this
it's
Mets
like
team,
why we picked you up, bro. It's why you're on the freaking team this year. Okay, hit the ball.
And we're only asking these teams to get 3 runs each to, at the very least, push. I like the over in this game. I think we're going to see some runs from the Mets. They've been playing really well lately, and they've been hitting the ball. So over in this game.
I like your style. Everyone's going to be on the under. I dig that. What do you think, Higgs?
Well, we just did the rapid fire, and I'm like, I like the Mets. I said bad spot for the Padres, and I was saying the over. I'm actually back on the under here, and and the thing is, I agree
We're an
everything.
emotional roller coaster of totals right now.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with everything Nick was saying because I'm thinking the same thing. The Mets have actually hit a little bit. Bad spot for the Padres. You got Taiwan Walker's pitch well. Again 3 runs. It should get there, but I don't know. Something tells me I just switched. I'm on the under. I don't know. I think Darvish. I think he's going to. I don't know. I think this is going to be like a 2-1 game. I as much as I want to jump on the over because the 7s, I might as well just take my hand and smash it against the wall because every time I take it under 7, it's been a loser. But I like pain, I guess. I don't know what else to say. I'm on the under. I wanted the over. I can't do it. I'm on the under. Help me, please, somebody. Come here and smack some sense into me.
Just don't bet it. That's what. Just don't bet it.
Well, we need it for the show, so I gotta bet it. I mean, what am I doing? I'm taking it. I just can't help myself. You know what it is, and I say this.
I'm gonna bet it. Come on.
I say this all the time. Whether it's here, whether it's on the Picks Parlays show, I say, you're stuck in your betting habits because you have your numbers for a reason. And they turn. They can't. It's only we're 2 months into season. I'm not upsetting my apple cart of my betting technique over 2 months. That's not it. I'll still ride it. I'm still riding it.
All right. I'm not mad at you. All right. Boston Bruins are at the New York Islanders. The number is 5. Nicholas Earle, what do you got?
I got the over in this game.
An Islanders hat. That's what I got.
Of course. I got the over in this game. For some reason, we're still getting a 5 on this one. And okay, you're stealing my jersey now. Cool. Yeah, for some reason, we're getting a 5 in this game, and they've both games 1 and games 2 have hit 7 goals. The Bruins hit the 5 in the first game by themselves. It was 4-3 Islanders last game. I think we're going to continue to see some goals tomorrow. I like the over. I think we get at least 2 goals from each team.
Higgs, what do you think we get?
I'm on the over too. Part of me is like Islanders. Ooh, I got a little froggy. Probably a dead frog from the road I ate. That's what it was. About the frogs. So there was a frog in front of my truck last night, folks. That's what we're talking about, the frogs. Anyway, so I thought the Islanders, after getting smoked 5-2, I'm like, you can see a defensive game here. They're more defensive team. And you know what? No, I came back on the over there, and it was like ready in the first period. It was ready to go over. So I'm on it. Again, we need 2 goals here. A team. This could be 2-2 in the first period. The way these guys played their first 2 games. So over to 5.
Tim, how are you feeling about it?
Well, I mean, I don't really know that hockey that well, so these guys think it's over. I'm gonna agree with them. You know what? Because of Nick. Hold on. Because of Nick, I have watched these hockey games. Not proud of it, but I did. Well, yeah, you too, but it's his Islanders. So, and they have gone over both these games, and you've seen a little bit of struggles from the goalies. So, I think this one can be easily a 2-2 game at the end of the second. So, yeah, I'll go over it with this one as well.
Yeah, the last one was an emotional roller coaster for me because I had taken Knicks plus 185 or plus 180 on the Islanders. And then, like I said, they're up. And then Bruins plus 1,000. I'm like, I'm going to lay off it. But then they score. And then it's a plus 3. It was a whole thing. It was a thing. But you know what? I cashed it and I cashed it over. So that's what it was. Carolina at Tampa Bay. No copycatting, Tim. You're going first. 5.5 is the number. Get it.
All right. Real quick, Higgs, we have to differ on this one. We've been identical the entire time. I'm going under.
Come on, bro. Go take the over. You don't know what you're doing. Just take the over. I'm on the under.
Screw it. You know what? Fine. I'll take the over. I don't know hockey anyway. This game will probably end up being a 2-1 game like it's been. These 2 teams have not gone over. I think they've gone over once every single time that they've played. But seeing that me and Higgs are going to differ on this one, and I don't really know hockey that much, I'll lose this total chaos because of hockey. I'll take the over in this one.
Well, they still got to play it. What do you think? Higgs, you were supposed to go first. You're going under. We know that.
I'm going under. I mean, like I said, they've gone under in 12 or 15 games, these guys. They're just under every game. So give me the under. And it's playoff hockey. Under.
Playoff hockey. Nick, you're the tiebreaker. Who's right?
Under. These two teams, they played towards the under. I think they've hit 6 goals in 2 of their 9 meetings so far this season. And for some reason, during these playoffs, these Carolina Hurricanes during this round have not looked particularly great offensively. They haven't been able to get the puck in the zone. They haven't been able to get those high danger chances like they were against Nashville. And they just, for some reason, can't figure out Andrei Vasilevsky. So this is going to be an under game. The Lightning have been playing a really good trap defense style where they're going to play this boring type of hockey game that they're not going to give up many shots. They're going to not give up high danger chances, and they're going to play good defense and just hang their hats on Andrei Vasilevsky being the best goalie in hockey, and this game's going to go under.
All right. Well, that's what's going to happen then. You sounded very sounded like you knew what was going on. So I'm not mad at you. I'm just going to take it under. I'm not going to ask any questions. I'm just going to do it.
Queue up a 4-3 game in overtime.
Right.
And be like, well, I was going to take the under and lose total chaos, win total chaos, but you know what? I'll take the over and win it anyway. Let's do this.
So Chanel's talking a little smack. What's going on with the Jets?
They getting their butts whooped 3-1.
Yeah. Leg Show said there's inside turmoil in that locker room, according to his sources. So maybe that's something we did not know. Who's in your pocket, Leg Show? Who's in your pocket?
I know. I wish I would known that before because I had them on the puck line today. I'm like, I'll go puck line plus 200 on the Jets. Let's go.
Yeah, that's just a little scary in that one. Okay, so we are going to do a recap, but before we do, let me remind you guys where you can find our expert handicappers. If you're looking for them on Twitter, that's where you can follow their pods that they do every day. You want to look for Sean Higgs at real_Higgs. He does midday money every day at noon Eastern and late night money every day at what time? Like
10,
a half hour.
10 Eastern, right. Yeah, you're about to go on. That's what usually happens. Right after this show, you can catch Higgs's show 30 minutes later. And then you can find Tim over at Earle Sports Bets. Nick is at Nicholas_Earle. And they do their own pods 11 a.m. every single day where they cruise through all the games and give you what's up with the get down in those games. Also, we do have a promo code over at picksandparlays.net. It's June and it saves 20% off of the entire site. That's where you can find these guys, picksandparlays.net, and all of their premium packages. All right, guys, you ready for a recap?
No.
Well, too bad, sweetheart. Take you right out of here. No problem. See you later, friend.
Yay!
No problem. All right.
Sorry, I had to. All right, let's go.
Okay. All right. So in the Aces, WNBA, the Aces take on the Liberty. The number's 169.5. Higgs and Tim are going over, but Nick says it goes under by a scotch. By a scotch.
It lands 169. That's where it'll land.
169 on the dot. We do have a lot of consensuses here. Remember, when they are consensed, those are the most valuable plays. Okay, when we all agree Nuggets 227.5 is going to go over. We all agree that the Suns 207.5 is going to go under. We all agree that the Cubs against the Giants, that 8, it's going under, friends. Have a little bit of a situation on the Mets game. Mets are at a 7. Tim and Higgs are going under. Nick is taking that puppy over. Taking it right on over. Then in the NHL, we've got the Boston Bruins at the Islanders. Nick is taking it over. Tim is taking it over. And Higgs is taking it over. Carolina, the number's 5.5. Tim is going over, but Higgs and Nick are going under. You should.
I just did that so I didn't tie with Higgs.
There's no excuses. There are no takesies, backsies, and there are no excuses. You have to stand up for your Higgs. He didn't know that you did the NBA. It's his new favorite.
WNBA. It's his new favorite sport.
He's super into it.
Just start preparing for Sean Higgs premium WNBA plays. Look at him on the top of the leaderboard for WNBA. And look for him to start his podcast specifically on the WNBA.
Yeah, WNBA.
Oh my god!
And then we're going to talk some Premier League soccer.
No, Russian ping pong.
Table.
Russian ping pong next too.
You get
Ecuadorian soccer.
You get the good name of Russian ping pong out of your mouth. And it's
I was on Vladimir Marshallov the other day, so
there's like 5 of them with the same last name, like Antov, like Antov, like there's 5 of them like that. So you got to know, is it Dimitri? Is it, it's Sven? I don't know. So yeah,
if it ends in OV, good enough for me.
It's Russian ping pong, exactly. Tony, it's kind of like a joke. Well, it's not a joke; it's a real thing. But during the quarantine, it was like the only thing we could bet on, and I was taking lines and doing work on it, and I bet the crap out of Russian ping pong, and I did Russian table tennis. First of all, and I did pretty well for a while, and then until I didn't anymore. And isn't that how it works?
I'll take Forrest Gump. I heard he's pretty good at table tennis.
Yes.
That's
He retired a while ago.
That's Olympic table tennis.
No, he doesn't play anymore. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
Man.
Your niece's T-ball league. Yeah. Hey, man. If my
Yes,
kid
we can do that too. Yep.
Yeah.
Bring out the lines.
Oh, look at Tony. I like Tony's comment. Is that a real sport? I meant the WNBA.
Tony tells you how I'm going to knock you right out of here.
I just want to say one thing with the WNBA is if you put the time in, it's a very easy league to beat because there's not much handle on it, which means the lines are softer. That's why Tim and I look at it more. It's very easy to easy to look at.
There's a lot of value there. Those girls get out there. You love the ping pong. He's like, oh yeah, I freaking bet ping pong all the time. You don't have to tell me about Russian ping pong. All right. I go.
Oh yeah. Stupid does.
Stupid is stupid. He must be talking to you, Tim. Taking that over. Giving it away. Just giving the whole competition away. I'm joking with you, Timothy. You know I am.
It's whatever.
I know. I'm just joking. You guys are all very sharp cappers, so I'm excited to see how this turns out. It's about time we get a result. So we'll see what goes down. We'll check back in here tomorrow night for another Total Chaos at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll do the whole thing over again. Thank you, everyone who joined us. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. And as I like to say, may the best capper win.
Or Nick.
I will.